Section 79.3. New words. To make up.
Zmyślać.
An excuse.
Wymówka.
To describe.
Opisywać.
A description.
Opis.
A profit.
Zysk.
To profit.
Mieć zysk.
A loss.
Strata.
Repeat, please. Children love to make up stories. Children love to make up stories. People often make excuses if they don't want to confess their mistakes. People often make excuses if they don't want to confess their mistakes. Women love to describe what they feel. Women love to describe what they feel. Writers often put many descriptions in their books. Writers often put many descriptions in their books. Sometimes it's difficult to make a profit by writing books, and writers sometimes make a loss. Sometimes it's difficult to make a profit by writing books, and writers sometimes make a loss. When I come to work late, I always have to explain what stopped me. Sometimes I'm afraid to tell the truth and I prefer to make up stories. I often use things I heard in films or read about in books to make my stories more interesting. I think it's necessary to describe everything that happened in detail. The person asks me why I'm late usually gets tired after 2 or 3 descriptions of people who attacked me on my way to work. Do we always have to explain what stopped us when we come to work late? Yes, we always have to explain what stopped us when we come to work late. Am I ever afraid to tell the truth when I come late to work? Yes, you're sometimes afraid to tell the truth when you come late to work. What do I do when I come to work late? You make up stories when you come to work late. Do I use details I heard in films when I make up stories about the cause of my lateness? Yes, you use details you heard in films when you make up stories about the cause of your lateness. Do I try to make my stories interesting? Yes, you try to make your stories interesting. Do I think it's necessary to describe everything that happened in detail? Yes, you think it's necessary to describe everything that happened in detail. Does the person who asks me why I'm late usually get tired after a few minutes? Yes, the person who asks you why you're late usually gets tired after a few minutes. Do I give many descriptions of people who attack me on my way to work? Yes, you give many descriptions of people who attacked you on your way to work. Can you describe your neighbourhood to me? Yes, I can describe my neighbourhood to you. My neighbourhood is very quiet, green and safe. Do you like to use excuses when you explain why you're late to work? Yes, I like to use excuses when I explain why I'm late for work. Can you describe your best friend? Yes, I can. My best friend is tall and slim. She has long brown hair and green eyes. Can you give me a short description of your house? Yes, I can. My house isn't very big, but it's beautiful. There's a nice garden with many fruit trees around it. Do all organisations make a profit? No, not all organisations make a profit, but some make a loss. Did you attack anybody going to work today? No, I didn't attack anybody going to work today. Do companies sometimes make a loss? Yes, companies sometimes make a loss. Does James make up excuses when he's late to school? Yes, James makes up excuses when he is late to school. Yes, I'm sometimes late to work. Are you ever late to work? No, I don't like to use excuses when I say why I'm late. Do you like to use excuses when you say why you're late? Yes, I often make up stories about princesses when I put my children to sleep. Do you often make up stories about princesses when you put your children to sleep? No, I don't always make a lot of profit. Do you always make a lot of profit?